I think it's wrong because for me, when I come across those that are really ill or those that are like big in size lah. If you see my testimony out there, you'll know how big I was lah. I was, for your information, 101 kilo. And today I'm 85 kilo. My waist size was 39. 39. And I have difficulty breathing. I have a lot of problem. That's why when you say about the genie, the first thing that comes to mind is not money, it's not whatever, it's health. Health, that's the best. You need health. Okay? So I was suffering from liver cirrhosis. I was suffering from high blood pressure. I was suffering from high cholesterol. I was also suffering from glucose level. I was pre-diabetic. So, you know, I also have to thank my father because I was from Amway. And my belief was that Amway was the biggest MLM company that you can come across. And honestly, you know, when my father told me about it, I was hesitating, you know, because I believe that Amway was it's number one. And, you know, they trained me a lot, really they trained me a lot. But when I look into, when that night after the meeting, I went back and I looked into Sami Direct, I found nothing. But when I looked into Sami Sabinsa, I was shocked. I was, you know, really shocked, and I could not sleep that night because I was thinking to myself, could it be that, you know, this is such a big company, you know, and I was thinking about future, about Kuching, you know, chance of bringing the product into Kuching and making Kuching big, you know, and to other parts of Sarawak, because Sarawak there's a lot of cities, you see. So that's my dream. And then for my health, you know, I really thank Sami because I was suffering from all of this. After 6 months of consuming the product, I tell you, even the doctors were shocked. You know, because normally I went for exercises, I cut down on my glucose, you know, I cut down on carbohydrate, everything. But it just doesn't work. And the doctor even told me, I think your average blood pressure should be 130, 135, which is kind of high for my age, because that time I was like 28, 27. So the blood pressure went down to 130. And when I entered his office, he was really shocked to see that I lost so much weight. Yeah. And then my waist size right now is size 32 only. Yeah. So the product that I consume, curcumin. I started with curcumin and gagotin. Okay, so this is the two products that I consume because I'm not a rich guy. I'm average. So I invest on it. I took it. Honestly, there is healing crisis. The healing crisis was bad. I itch everywhere, and then I remember the third day I had a slight fever. Then after that it was okay. Then I remember drinking a lot of water. Yeah. So after I drank the water, everything went good. Then new product came in, Precohiza. So I took Precohiza because I know that I'm suffering from liver problem. So after taking Precohiza, I noticed one thing. I do not have acid reflux. And acid reflux is the cause of liver. And also it can cause high blood pressure. If your liver is bad, your high blood is going to shoot. So that's what I noticed. So after consuming it, I went for my blood test, and I honestly thought that the blood test result will not be that impressive. But shocked, when I saw the result, I was really shocked. And you know, I just can't believe my eyes that, you know, it's not a medication, it's a supplement, but it can work, you know, it just work. For my situation, you might need medication. But you know, I went for supplement first because I don't want to be on a lot, you know, eating medication for the rest of my life. And then when I saw the result, it's like average, my glucose level went to normal, my cholesterol was normal, and then blood pressure was good. The cirrhosis was the numbers was going down, so it's really good, you know. And then, but there's one thing that I was never satisfied is that I did not have enough energy because I was starting to get active. So I was never satisfied. And I always come to my, I always thought of taking CoQ10 or coenzyme Q10. But came a lot of friends that introduced me with a new product. Then I'll think, why not take it together? Because I need energy. I need to stay focused. I'm a Grab driver, by the way. Last time I used to be a Grab driver. So I need energy, I need to focus, and I need to be fast. So they introduced to me this something called ribosine. Honestly, I took the product together with Sami product, and the healing crisis was quite bad. But after 3 months going through it, there is energy. I need to, say thank you to that product. That there is energy. I found the energy, but they were still sleepy. There's still a bit of sleepy, but you feel better. Then one day, I was doing research on, because I like to do research on curcumin, CoQ10, I like to do all of this. So I was going through research and I saw CoQ10 can be used as an energy booster. Wow, I was excited. So the first thing that after I read the article, what's the first thing that I googled for? Can a 29 years old man take CoQ10? Because I don't want to have any, complications during that time. I don't want to have any complications. So I'm worried, can I take CoQ10? The answer is yes. Because athletes, some of them even take 6 to 12 CoQ10s per day. Because they cannot take steroids, they cannot take medication for the stamina, so they need CoQ10, and it is a very good energy booster. So after I take CoQ10, I go jogging, and I join marathon. Okay, shocking my size, I can run marathon. And then if you don't believe me, you can go into my Facebook, you can see how many marathons I've run. And I didn't train for my marathon, but when I was running with CoQ10, I was shocked. Because when 8 km came in, I didn't realize it's 8 km. I thought that it was only 4 km. Because my heart rate, I have a smartwatch, the heart rate doesn't go up at all. It stays there. It goes up, but it stays until one line. It doesn't go up anymore. And then I realized that I'm very energetic. And then I have a lot of energy. Even though if I sleep 5 hours per day, I still feel energetic. But I don't recommend you guys to sleep 5 hours, at least 7 to 8 hours. But it's really, the product works. So for those of you that, you're thinking like second thoughts of the product, I'm telling you, give it some time. If you need my testimony, I can give it to you. Because when Mr. Koo told me about testimony, I was in the airport, I would have brought my blood with the test to show you guys, the goodness of the product. So you have to trust, you have to believe, and sometimes I know that Sami product sometimes there is healing crisis, but don't be afraid of it. Just try to go with it slowly, try to reduce it, and do a lot of research. There's a lot of research regarding about curcumin, CoQ10, and even precohiza. So look into it, and even like making money. There's people telling me, Sami is not making a lot, this and that, downline and upline, telling me the same thing. But let me ask you this. If you think that the company is not paying you enough, is it because that the product is cheap? The product is cheap. So you don't expect the company to pay you a lot. How do you want to make your own business? How do you want to earn from there? You know that the product is good, but how are you going to earn from there? You have to think about it. So what I do, I said to people that I don't know, to those people that I just met, to those people that I just met in, I go to I go to like meetings and so on. So there are people that, I see like, hey uncle, you got high blood pressure. I introduced this product to you, but it's not a medication. There is no guarantee lah. But you can try. After listening to my testimony, they will try one bottle. One bottle no harm. How much we getting? 129 for CoQ10. I can sell it for 150. Snap, that's your money. If you like them, you let them become a member. If you don't like them, they will come and consume from you every month. And then my personal purchase every month I think is 1,000 plus. Sometimes I remember one month it shoot nearly 5K. And you imagine how much you can earn from there. Yes, the company might not be paying out a lot, but you have to give it time because it's still fresh in Malaysia. This is what I believe. But if we work together as a Sami family, I believe that we can. Yes?
Yes.
Can we do it?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Thank you very much.